Hey guys, it's Daisy here. I know it's been such a long time since I've made a video, but I've been really busy with work and school. I don't know if a lot of you know, I've been actually taking prereqs to try to get into nursing school, and I made it. So I'm just going to give you a little rundown of my experience, and this is going to be something a little different for my channel. It's going to be more of a video diaries for my nursing program because I already know that it's going to be an intense program. So this is going to be kind of like a video diaries, and I'll just get into it. Let me talk about my first school experience. When I went to school the first time, I started in 2005. I stopped and went about 3 or 4 times. I ended up graduating in 2012 with my bachelor's in psychology and interdisciplinary studies, which is another word for, I guess, liberal arts. And I was able to obtain my bachelor's degree. About a year after I got my bachelor's, I decided that I wanted to go back to school in nursing. Working in the medical field right now, it was kind of like I met a lot of people and I was very close friends with a lot of people in the medical field, such as nurses or nurse assistants, doctors, you know, whoever. And I was able to have it mold what I wanted to be. Even though I knew I wanted to do something in the medical field, I just didn't know what. So after sitting down with myself and making a list, I decided that I wanted to go back to school for nursing. So my old college experience wasn't the best, you know. I didn't do as well as I should have. I basically made C's and D's and did the bare minimum just so I barely graduated. Like, I literally was a class away from not graduating, or a class away from not graduating. And my whole college experience was pretty much me trying to bring my GPA up just so I can graduate. It sucks, but you know, what can you do? I was 18, 19 at the time. I didn't want to go to school. It happens. I graduated with a low GPA. Now, once I decided that I wanted to go back to school for nursing, I went to a couple of neighboring schools around my area, and they pretty much telling me you need at least a 3.3 to even be qualified for an accelerated nursing program. Now, this, of course, crushed me because this was something that I wanted to do with myself, and the fact that no school was even giving me a chance, it hurt me. So I started doing more research, and I decided to take some classes over at the community college in my area, and I ended up doing phenomenal in those classes. The school that I was applying for only wanted 4 prereqs. They only wanted English 1, anatomy and physiology 1, statistics, and general psychology. Like, of course they wanted you to have other classes, but they really looked at these 4 prereqs, and they also looked at the TEAS exam. So the TEAS exam stands for Tests of Excellence and Academic Skills. I think that's what it stands for, but I'm not sure. I probably will write down here what it stands for. So I took that exam and I passed. And in my school, you need a certain grade to pass the exam, and I was able to pass the exam. So I'm like, okay, I know I can do this, da da da. So when they told us we were able to apply, I applied as quickly as I could. I think you were able to apply March 10th. I went March 11th. Like, I was not playing games. I wanted it so bad. And while I was doing all these prereqs and, you know, signing up for all these classes and applying for all these schools, I did not tell anyone outside of my family what I was doing. My dad knew. Some of my siblings didn't even know. I have 5 siblings, by the way. Some of my siblings didn't even know. Only my dad. My mom, she was really like not for that, but my dad was somebody who I always talked to about it. So Once I applied, then I started telling like a couple of people. I have a couple of friends in that program, so I let them know, and of course they were super supportive. And I have to say that the time that I waited to apply for the program and the time that I waited to find out when I get into the program was the longest 6 weeks of my life, and I'm not even joking. It was horrible, you know, being the fact that I didn't tell that many people. I wanted to say, oh my god, I'm so nervous, oh my god, I'm so nervous, but I couldn't say that because, you know, I didn't want to put it in everybody's ear that this was what I was trying to do and this is like my route that I was trying to go, because, you know, not everybody has your best interests at heart and not everybody wants the best for you, unfortunately. My escape was allnurses.com. That's where I went to vent about things. That's where I went to find other people, and the best thing was that it was anonymous, so nobody actually knew who I was. So it kind of was cool that I was talking to in a forum with a bunch of people who were actually going through what I was going through. They felt the same way I did, and I didn't feel weird. I'm telling you, if you're a nursing student, soon to be nursing student, this is something that should be bookmarked in your web search. Anyway, so I find out that I get into the nursing program. I'm ecstatic. And then I go to orientation and I am like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? The amount of, I guess, responsibility, it felt so overwhelming. Now I'm like terrified, but I'm excited, but I'm so nervous. And I know a lot of people that I've told that, well, the few people that I've told that have gotten into the program, they're telling me, you know, don't be nervous, you'll be fine. But I can't even help it. You have somebody else's life in your hands, you know. You can't really mess up when it comes to this. Let's just hope I make it. My first day of classes is September 2nd. My first day of orientation is August 28th. I already went to acceptance orientation just to let them know that I was coming. Apparently the teachers are amazing in the program. I'm excited to start, but I am terrified to start. Terrified. And the fact that I am still going to continue working full time while I'm in the program seems crazy. I hope I can make it through as long as possible. I really do. But, you know, what can you do? I'm going to try as hard as I can. My ultimate goal is to be a nurse practitioner. And I really don't want to let anything stop me, including my own fear, because I am about to be 27 years old. I'm not trying to say put a time span on what you want to do, but I think this was meant for me. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.